Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. What do you mean? When that happens, don't forget to...
Dear God.
Yo, I'm like paranoid now. What the fuck? Yo, Editor Fong here. I did not know this shit was gonna be a fucking hour long. I didn't even, prepare an outro mid-video. So... this shit... get your popcorn, bro. What's up, guys? We are back on Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm specifically going for the purple-haired anime. I'm not running that back. What up? It's Dashi. Not actually. My name's Fong. I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. We left off right here. This is the second... who should I show my poem to first? Of course I'm gonna show it to the purple-haired one first. Yuri! Let's see what you read for today. This is pretty good. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? No. I guess you could say that. No. I'm so creative. I was also a bit surprised by how Let me slow down. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So, I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate exchange.
We're having book sex.
Intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly answer me her poem. Bear with me, okay? I'm gonna have some trouble. The raccoon. Okay, I think I can read this. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and
Nope.
courage. Are they talking about killing the raccoon? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Okay, so they're not killing the raccoon. They're not killing the raccoon. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. What? Classic. Pavlovian conditioning, whatever that means. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Whatever that means? Even you're confused. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like feeding animals. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing. How? And people would make fun of me. No, they wouldn't. Don't you have anything like that, Fong? Not gonna say. Well, don't say. Please don't say, please. Yeah. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. Yeah, you are. but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay. You know what? Let's get a little bitchy. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but I can't really say it's any better. It's not a compliment. Phew. It's not a compliment. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. She's still calling it bad. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ha, glad to see someone recognizing my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. I don't want to be as good as you or as bad as you. Bitch. Damn. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sori's poem from yesterday. Don't you think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sorry as a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy? Spend so much time with someone like you? I'm hot as fuck. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Still not a good thing, like I said last video. Or the last video? I forgot. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. She's gonna be ass. Amy likes spiders. You know what I hear about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What are you, racist? Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. I'm redoing that. Cut it out. Nope. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. You're racist as hell. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if shit doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What the hell? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. This one was worse than the last one, bro. It's only worse because the last one had a Still Ball Run reference. Still Ball Run mentioned in the freaking last poem. I'm geeked. Let's calm down. The message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Damn. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Yeah, you're an ignorant jerk. I don't know about ignorant, you're a jerk though. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Makes you stupid too. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, that's funny. You wrote about something similar today. Huh? Raccoon or whatever. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. I know, you're a lesbian or something. I was in the closet. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, sure. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Yeah, she's judging her. Natsuki has trouble finding words. Yeah, because she's an idiot. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. You should try to not be so mean to me. To everybody. Because you're kind of bitchy, maybe. Bitchy, or maybe the bitchiest of everyone. Like, in the world. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. How? But the way you put it, it sounded like she learned a lesson. What? I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Birds can fly. What type of important emotion is that? Or message? Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Believe it. Date bio. I'm so sorry. Don't click off the video. Someone just clicked off the video. Don't be that person. Please. Please, I need views. I need views. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Who should I show? Okay, we're gonna show Sairi. I'm always leaving Mon-Ika for last, jeez. Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore. This is so good. Damn, I'm cooking. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? No. Sorry, you must be seriously overreacting. Nah, she's not overreacting. I'm just so cool and nonchalant. Dreadhead. I'm 6'7", not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. What is you doing? You're just writing shit. Maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure yours opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe in Natsuki's. I didn't do Sairi's first. What do you mean has to? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a funk poem. Fuck does that mean? That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so freaking weird, bro. Yeah. What type of laugh is that? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Just, there's nothing up there. Nothing. Oh, my head. Fuck. Aw, you wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. No. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. That's some sort of foreshadowing. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. Just say you like poems. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet, I guess. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most. Aren't you the depressed option? When I pick the depressed option, Sairi jumps. Right? Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. That's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Fawn. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? But, oh, bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Nooks and grannies. I'm cutting that out.
No, you're not.
Please cut that out.
Nah.
Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite. Sorry, did you really write this? This is some good shit, actually. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? You're still not Shakespeare. Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Mon-Ika taught me a whole lot. Oh, Mon-Ika's cooking. Not you. Mon-Ika's cooking. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind that. You're thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Friendship is magic, Santa. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you can keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. Mon-Ika's the best. Writing's the best. What's the best to you? I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Whoa, now. Don't get ahead of yourself. Saori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Interesting. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. This water is half full. Okay, it's just Mon-Ika now. Hi, good Fong. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Just read my poem. As long as it's not going bad, just read the poem. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Mon-Ika. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually different. Really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. That was a barking spider. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. That's not a bad thing. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. She wants breakfast still. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me? That doesn't sound good. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching. Stretching? Like what? Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. The fuck does that mean? Load me? Save me and load me. Save and load, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Yikes. She's evil and so is Natsuki. I predicted this, bro. Holy shit. Okay, it's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space or words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Mon-Ika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. What do you mean? When that happens, don't forget to... What the fuck? Yo. No, hold on. What the fuck? No. What do you mean don't forget to save your game? You never know when you might change your mind? What the fuck? Yo, she's weird. Or in something Yo, I'm like paranoid now. What the fuck? Yo. Wait, is this tip even about writing? No, what am I even talking about? Oh no. No, this is cooked. Yo, they're making me paranoid. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yo, get me out of this club. We're just gonna continue normally after that? No. Have something extra planned today. No, I'm paranoid now. This is a horror game. I know it's a horror game. There's a lot of fucking content warnings that I didn't care about. And they're kicking in. Two of the evil motherfuckers stand in front of me. God. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Members. Fuck. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Saria's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about... What? I skipped too fast. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Mon-Ika? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. I have not seen anyone else. Sari's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sari, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Mon-Ika? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, sorry, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri would have never showed their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But, chicken butt. I'm still paranoid. I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, intimate exchange.
Book sex.
That shit's still stuck in my head, bro. Finding new horizons, having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Mon-Ika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. She does not want to do this shit. You're the best, Yuri. Monica's the best. Writing is the best. Yuri's the best. What's the best? This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Riding until I die. Save your game. The death of me. Like, there's too much going on. Too much going on. And the poem said, save me, load me. GG. It'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. And in no way, Mon-Ika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Mon-Ika flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The podium. I can't read. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Mon-Ika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice, more than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Sayuri looks amazed. There is an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Mon-Ika finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. It's nighttime. I don't want to wake people up. Mon-Ika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Mon-Ika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... What's it called? You can tell Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. These are some cool-ass names. Portrait of Markov. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fear and confident, fearsome. Not even gonna cut that out. Fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality like the Eminem or something, and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rests back into her seat. Yuri, that was really fucking good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Wait, I need water. I barely have any water again. Much better. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, kiddo. Just read the poem, bro. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Seriously. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Smile, it feels like your soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Fong liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? I was about to say that. It came out nicely. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what we're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go for Fong. Man, fuck you. It's not like I can compare to you guys. Just read your poem, bro. Might as well let Fong lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. See, she's evil. She's so fucking evil, bro. Natsuki, it's fine. No, it's not. Let her go first. Let her go. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up instead of up. Everyone has their eyes, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Was that a good poem? Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your reading. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Good. Biatch. Natsuki begrudgingly. Haven't heard of that word either, just like quizzically. Gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The podium is called, like what? The poem is called, why are you all looking at me? Because you're reading your poem! She's not built for this, because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once he starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. I'm getting a little bitchy, bro. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. You're gonna have to do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Nah. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. No, it's not. What? That's a surprise. I think it would be the other way around. That's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Making sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. This guy's always saying jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. It's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm always pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. You're giving me weird vibes. Jeez. Man, I'm still paranoid. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. And then Natsuki's just sitting in a corner, in the closet, like a lesbian. Nothing wrong with being a lesbian. Maybe that's why she was in a club full of girls. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Mon-Ika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Mon-Ika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two, always going hopes together like that. Because we're friends? Old friends? Like what? It's kind of adorable. Because we're friends? Jeez. Always saying jeez. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Fong, you don't have to say it. Alright, let's go already. I will come with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things already changed. But today, Sayuri's being a little queer. Quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayuri films with words. Spit it out.
Say it, don't spray it.
Okay, there's some spit. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked a tone with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Yikes. This is... Paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I would walk. This is gonna be so awkward though. But I like Yuri more. It's gonna be so awkward, but I like Yuri more. I want to pick it because I can load game, just like Mon-Ika said, because I'm paranoid. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? God. I'm loading this one back up. Sorry, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. She says the same thing. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you guys seem to like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. So silly. Okay. I'm loading this back up. I think this is better. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. Why does she have a more awkward response to me walking with her than to me walking with Yuri? What? She's depressed. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore. She's gonna kill herself if I pick that option. I'm scared. I'm really scared. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. So that's one point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. I don't want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? I'm so scared. Oh, more poems. Damn. Actually, hold on. Wait, I have an idea. Because in the laptop, in the laptop, there's a file section. Okay? Game. Poem words. Oh my god. I can go into the game's files and just see what I can get. I found it. God. Destiny. Lust. Disarray. Capable. Frightening. Unlikely. Contamination. Okay. Velocity. Breath. Vertigo. Agonizing. Disaster. Unknown. Is blind. Tear. Tally. Uncontrollable. Okay. Vibrant. You got this. Incongruent. Infallible. Okay. Paperwork. Inferno. For some reason. Unstable. Okay. Slow. I got all Yuri. There's no way I don't impress Yuri. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. What? Don't worry. I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah, we must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. But remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Oh yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sounds a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Mon-Ika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on, are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? No, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-Ika. What? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Nah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayuri's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayuri's sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. Why? I walk over to her. Hey, Sayuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Something evil's gonna happen? I'm scared. So, I'm gonna save right here. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let it distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. My neck. I worriedly glanced at Sayuri before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed. They're everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Mon-Ika if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Mon-Ika, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Fong, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Mon-Ika peers across the room at Sayuri, who was idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Fong. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure maybe she just has a hard time bringing up with the person of interest? Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Did I fuck up? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayuri talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayuri's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny. What do you mean? I've thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful. Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Oh, Lord. I said no much. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can still rewind time, right? Sorry, what do I know anyway? Probably everything, bro. Because you and Natsuki are evil. Evil. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think of it up. Chill. Try not to think about it for a while. Oh, alright. Waka smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Waka stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her... Gosh, can't read. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Can you shut that vacuum up? Whatever. Oh, thank you. I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving like the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Mon-Ika. Why does it feel like I'm... Whoa. I glanced around the room. Whoa. Save game. Like, I'm so freaking, like, on guard, bro. Like, I'm on guard for, like, anything now. Like, save game? Save me, load me, I mean. And Mon-Ika said save game. Like, I'm paranoid. Like, I'm ready for anything. Like, fight me. She looks like just as quickly with a flushing look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen her approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. Stand up from my desk and sit on one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring at anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. You stared at me. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yeah, she's a little off today, but I want to ask her about it. She didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something had happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. What? Sorry. Didn't mean to say something stupid. Oh, you said something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Fine. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Oh. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sorry, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Ray suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That's deep. I almost made a fucking Reddit joke in 2026. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. Just an average guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feeling. I'm not as nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? I don't like tea. I still don't like tea, girl. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. He stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small pitcher from the shelf. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches a kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Her appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? You're just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this a moment ago. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Mon-Ika, please mind your own business for once. Damn. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Fong in club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let go, Fong.
Let go, Fong.
Yuri quickly exits. Did I just say let go? Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Why? I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. Does she have an episode? I was expecting it, but it's also not right for Mon-Ika to judge people like that. Fong, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? It's not because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. You have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Fong, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help you feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Fong, do you like oolong tea? No. Nothing is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I wish I expressed myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. And it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, fine. It's very endearing. You're just kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I should pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fong, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
What?
There's desk.
I almost died.
There's desks right there. Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can reel with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Oh, I guess. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because spit it out. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Cyrus' candy radar. Candy radar? Yuri and I sitting against the wall. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Your hand's my teacup. Only with my hand that's not holding the book, I ended up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Bro. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. We could have as much as we want. No, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? If I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Do we not have paper towels or what? I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Whoa. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parched her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I pretentfully place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it. Everything's fresh to Sunny Breeze. Did I just feel something like she's confirmed just... Her body's like on autopilot or something. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. You're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? Friends. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. So I'm just lying? That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop her anymore. She's saying she just wants it. The situation got really tense. We're just reading books, bro. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can tell just by her expression that she can't she can't focus now. My heart's pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between I grab a potato chip and eat it. But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rim of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth.
Feel her hot. Ew. Ew. Feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? Why are we gone? What? Your jolt's back. Sounds your poems. That shit was terrifying. I thought something bad was about to happen. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell's abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hate... Shut up, the vacuum. Shut up. Okay. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who's getting feisty? Oh, here we go again. Low-key. Wait, let me check how long I've been recording. Oh, no.
Bro, it's 4 a.m. Oh, this was a pain in the ass to edit. Please. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. To see, part 4? Yeah, part 4.